Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 56. March 56. Here we go again.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Marcus Davenport, the first-rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield.
Here we go.
And they convert on 3rd.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Recon, 132 fighter, 5.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, they're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
25, General West.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence. Supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or.
They'll run on first down. It's James. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down now, it's James. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses, allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, Alpha. You think you're going to get this? 2.
From the gun on third down, Brennan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he's got this down almost before he's dropped. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Let's go. 5.
Throwing on first down. Brennan. James has got it. Complete. 18-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down.
18 Ready. 8 read. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Here's second and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Bring it. Hey, Mike 50. You draw Corkers. Watch the slip. Hey, orbit. Mike 50, Mike 50. Come off the ball.
Operating from the gun, Brennan. Forced out to his left. And Owen coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
64.
On second down, Tyson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Leo!
Running from the gun with Henry. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This one angles out of coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check 3. 218, chopper. Get it.
James. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down now, it's James. 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, Delta. Championships, baby. Hit it.
Back to throw. Brennan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 20. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it with James. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up. Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Big grip.
To throw on 2nd down. Brennan. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free. Brings up 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Brennan. He rifles one that's picked off near the 29.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down, Tyson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We've got this at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, Brennan. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's James. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
All day, baby, all day. On the double.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brennan. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's James. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second gain on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. James. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Hey, wahoo! He's the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Fight.
On 1st down, Brennan. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. An 18-yard. As his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check. Watch 54.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30.
How did he do that? This type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why I ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
70, Indy. Let's go, D.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to... I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Brennan. He's going to air one out. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job.
Good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James, and he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Titans, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, Derrick Henry. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
There goes a deep ball. Ends up. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Mike Williams with his second touchdown of the game, the 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Brennan. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Ooh, with a juke.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
They'll run it again with Henry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, and you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking to throw on second down. Brennan. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
Is emboldened a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Rock it.
From the gun, Brennan going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a big run there by Henry. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it. Now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 50, plant. Let's go. We got this.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Ready, 15, line it. 15 line. Watch run.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan. This win